Hi boys and girls, welcome back to your next lesson. This is called Division Rules for 1 and 0. You know, when we started the school year out, we had a lot of rules, right? Well, it's kind of the same thing in multiplication and division. We have some specific rules that help us to know what to do when we're multiplying and dividing. Now, we've talked about those rules when it comes to multiplication. Today, we're going to talk about those rules for division. Are you ready? Awesome. Here we go. The essential question today is, what are the rules for dividing with 1 and 0? Let's unlock the problem together. What rules for division can help you divide with 1 and 0? Let's look at this problem. If there is only one fishbowl, then all the fish must go in that fishbowl. Here we have 4, that's the number of fish, 4 fish, divided into one bowl equals 4 in each bowl. Now, let's look at this problem. There are 3 fish and 1 fishbowl. Draw a quick picture to show the fish in the fishbowl. So here we go. We've got this fishbowl. Look at my wonderful artistry. And we're going to draw circles for the fish. We have 1 fishbowl, 3 fish. So write the equation that your picture shows. We have 3 fish divided into one group, one fishbowl. How many in the fishbowl? That's right, 3. 3 divided by 1 equals 3. Here's the rule. Any number divided by 1 equals that number. If you look down here, we have 4 divided by 1 equals 4. 3 divided by 1 equals 3. So any number divided by 1 equals that number. Look at the math talk. Explain how Rule A is related to the identity property of multiplication. Think about it for a minute. How is that rule? Any number divided by 1 equals that number. How is that related to the identity property of multiplication? Can you tell me through the computer? Go. Great job, guys. You're absolutely right. It's just the same thing in reverse, isn't it? The identity property of multiplication says any number times 1 is that same number. So in reverse, any number divided by 1 equals that same number. You guys are so smart. If there is the same number of fish and fish bowls, then 1 fish goes in each fish bowl. So let's look at it in action. There are 4 fish divided into 4 equal groups, or 4 fish bowls, equals 1 fish in each fish bowl. 4 divided by 4 equals 1. Let's look at another problem. Now there are 3 fish and 3 fish bowls. Draw a quick picture to show the fish divided equally among the fish bowls. So here we go. We have 3 fish bowls. 1, 2, that's a big fish bowl. Let's make a smaller fish bowl. 3. Now we have 3 fishies. 1 fish there, 1 fish there, 1 fish here. We have 3 fish divided into 3 equal groups, 3 fish bowls. How many in each fish bowl? That's right, 1 in each fish bowl. So let's look at this rule. Rule B says any number except 0. We'll get to that later. Any number except 0 divided by itself equals 1. So if we look down here, we can see 4 divided by 4 equals 1. 3 divided by 3 equals 1. Any number divided by itself equals 1. Now we're looking at zeros, dividing with and by 0. If there are 0 fish and 4 fish bowls, there will not be any fish in the fish bowls. Doesn't that make sense? If you have 0 fish to divide, then you have 0 fish in the fish bowls. It's kind of common sense, right? Duh. So here's 0 fish. divided into 4 fish bowls. We still have the fish bowls. But if you divide 0 or no fish into 4 fish bowls, you're left with 0 in each fish bowl. Look at another one. There are 0 fish and 3 fish bowls. So we're going to draw a quick picture. 1, 2, 3 fish bowls. How many fish are we putting in each fish bowl? 0. We're dividing 0 into 3 equal groups. We have the equal groups. There's 1, 2, 3 equal groups. But we have nothing or 0 to divide, so that puts 0 in each group. That's like Mrs. Ard not having any candies to divide between 19 students. So if I have 0 candies to divide among all of you 19 students, how many candies do you get? That's right, zilch, zippo, none, because I have 0 to begin with. So 0 divided by 3 equals 0. Let's look at the rule. Another rule. Really? Rules, rules, rules. But these rules are not meant to be broken, just FYI. Rule C. 0 divided by any number except 0 equals 0. 0 divided by any number equals 0. That's pretty simple too, isn't it? All right, we only have one more rule. We can do this. If there are 0 fish bowls, then you cannot separate the fish equally into fish bowls. Dividing by 0 is not possible. If you have 4 fish, you cannot divide them into 0 fish bowls or 0 groups because these 4 fish are already in a group. It is not possible to separate anything into 0 groups. You just can't do it. Look at this rule. Rule D, you cannot divide by 0. If I have 18 students and I want to put them in 0 groups, I can't do it, can I? I have 18 in a group, or I have 3 in a group, or 6 in a group, or 2 in a group, or not. I can divide it lots of different ways, but I cannot divide 18 students into 0 groups. Cannot be done. So those are the 4 rules. 1 divided by any number equals that number. Any number divided by 1 equals that number. 0 divided by any number is 0. And the last rule is you cannot divide by 0. 0 cannot be your divisor. It can be your dividend, but it cannot be the divisor. All right, let's practice a couple of these. 0 divided by 8. What's the rule? Good. 0 divided by any number is 0. You want to know how you can check? Watch this. What is this quotient times the divisor? 0 times 8 is what? 0, which is the dividend. Good. Okay, look at this one. What is 5 divided by 5? The rule is any number divided by itself is 1. How do we check? Take the quotient times the divisor, and you should get the dividend. What is 1 times 5, everybody? 5. We get the dividend, so we know that 5 divided by 5 equals 1. 2 divided by 1. What's this rule? Good. Any number divided by 1 is the same number. So 2 divided by 1 equals 2. You know what I'm going to ask? How do we check? 2 times 1 equals 2. We know those are correct then. Let's try some more. Ooh, there's the dividend in the den. 9 divided by 1. What's the rule? Good. Any number divided by 1 is the same number. So 9 divided by 1 has to be 9. And how do we check? We take this quotient times the divisor, and we should get the dividend. 9 times 1 equals 9. Perfect. 7 divided by 7. What is the rule? Good. Any number divided by itself equals 1. And we check it by multiplying. 1 times 7 equals 7. Good. What is the quotient for 10 divided by 10? Oh, you guys are so smart. You got it before I even said it. It is 1, and you can check it by multiplication. 1 times 10 equals 10. You guys are rock stars. All right, let's look at this problem. Claire has 7 parakeets. She puts 4 in a cage. She divides the other parakeets equally among 3 friends to hold. How many parakeets does each friend get to hold? First of all, what am I being asked to find? I'm being asked to find how many parakeets each friend gets to hold, right? So my answer is going to be in a number of parakeets. What is the important information? There are 7 to begin with. She puts 4 in a cage, and then she has 3 friends that are going to hold the others. So I can draw a picture. She has 7 parakeets, but she's going to put 4 in a cage. So here's a cage. She's going to put 4 in here. 1, 2, 3, 4. She had 7 to begin with, so she had 7. I need to take away the 4 that she puts in the cage. What is 7 minus 4? Awesome sauce, 3. Now, she divides the other parakeets, these 3 parakeets, equally among her 3 friends. So here's a friend, here's a friend, here's a friend. She has 3 parakeets that she wants to share equally with those 3 friends. So this one gets a parakeet, this one gets a parakeet, this one gets a parakeet. 3 divided by 3 equals what? That's right. So each friend gets 1 parakeet. Look how slow I'm writing. Good job, everybody. All right, well, those are the rules for dividing with 0 and 1, and we're going to do an activity tomorrow to practice this concept. Have a great night. You may go on and do your journal for this evening, and I will see you in the morning. Bye, guys.